pretty cool.
Welcome back, one and all, to Call of Duty.
All right, here
Next.
we go. Call of Duty Warzone, baby.
We know you've been
Back,
asking
baby.
for Warzone news, and today we've got you covered with some special guests.
That's right, because we are going to get our very first look at the all-new Resurgence map, Haven's Hollow, as well as major POI updates coming to Verdansk in Season 1. We're also going to have all the intel on what's coming to Warzone. I know many of us are curious about movement, so there's a lot to talk about today.
Here we go.
Well, live gameplay is coming right up. But first, we want to welcome in Matt Christek, the creative director at High Moon Studios. So welcome to the Omni Room.
Oh, yeah, thank you for having me today. Excited to be here.
I know, no, we're getting into it. We're good. We're about to get going. But Matt, High Moon has been involved in Call of Duty for a long time. You guys have been making
Haven's
awesome
Hollow.
content for campaign, zombies, Warzone. What's it like for the studio to be bringing this new map to life?
Yeah, we're honored to be able to work on these experiences and bring them to life. We've been on Call of Duty for a long time, but these are massive projects, right? So, we can't do any of this stuff without our partner studios. So I just want to give a shout out to, our friends at Raven and Beanox. We really couldn't do this without them, but I think we're set up for a great start, for Warzone this year.
It's going to be an incredible year. Big shouts to the team.
Well, what are we waiting for, folks? It's now time to
Here we go.
drop in. Here's the first ever look at Haven's Hollow. Not only are we dropping in, we've also got a tag map.
Yeah,
Well, we had to drop in to get to the tech.
Yeah, look at this.
That's how that happened.
I wonder how
running
sort of
right
tricky
now.
that is for people in the room. That must be awesome. But
I will say
we've made it.
these animations have been on point in the room. I love seeing them on camera.
Oh, we've made it.
Awesome.
Here we are, the first
I
look
hope
at
Haven's Hollow
Hollow,
looks
our
fun.
very own tag map.
Got pond, we got
so,
train
you can see,
station, Main
the
Street,
theme for this, we're
riverboat.
inspired by like a late summer, kind of early fall setting in the heart of the Appalachia kind of area. We've got this really small town Americana vibe. There's 9 unique points of interest. There's a little bit of contrast between some of the older rustic elements and a couple newer modern ones. But you're also going to see 2 that are maybe a little familiar. Right? We've got the Main Street, which has some elements from Liberty Falls, and we've got the mansion from Shattered Vale. Both have been pretty popular with players.
Yeah, and the colors have been popping on this map. I can't wait to see it in gameplay. But of course, one of our most popular maps in Call of Duty, Zombies with Liberty Falls.
It looks
I'm really excited
sick.
to see the team bring a new experience there.
Got some water
what made
in
you
here.
guys want to
Okay.
revisit?
I like the way this looks.
Yeah, I mean, people loved
Oh,
Liberty
we're
Falls so
bugging.
much. Like, we
We're
really
bugging.
liked that setting. We thought we could do more with it. We really wanted to expand on it. And this is also a place that we've never used in Warzone. So it's kind of a new experience for everyone there.
New setting.
It looks amazing, like a pre-outbreak. It's all clean and nice.
Yeah, it's pre-outbreak.
Until we show up. Well, all right, let's take a closer look now at Haven's Hollow.
Yeah, so here you can see our Main Street, right? It's got the biggest collection of like the
The
building
motel,
interiors.
okay.
Nice and clean,
You
which
can
I love. I know you guys have said player visibility.
Yeah, that's a
top
big
of
focus
mind.
for us. Lighting,
Okay.
player visibility.
Looks
I think
sick.
we're going to talk
I like
more
that
about
there's color
Riverboat
on this
here in a
map.
second, because that might be Matt's favorite.
Yeah, it's a good hot drop.
This is like a cool, again, super fun close quarters engagements here, but we still have some nice lines of sight.
Yeah. We've got
Lumber
the lumber
mill,
mill here. It's
okay.
got this big industrial interior floor. Kind of cool playable elements all over the rooftop.
Yo,
Lots of
this
ways to kind of like
looks
sneak in
so
through the upper sections. The coal depot. This is kind of at the crossroads of a few
depot.
POIs.
Interesting.
This is the most modern of the new POIs that we have
Research
here, the
center?
research center.
Okay.
It's got a pretty risky buy station. And the central courtyard in the middle of it.
Awesome. This looks like it could be quite a fun loot area as well.
Yeah.
Yep, and obviously here we got the mansion, which we've kind of taken a new pass on and reimagined for Warzone.
Mansion looks
My
pretty
God, the
cool.
Z-Rex.
Okay.
Z-Rex, there's a new ascender in here that goes through the big skylight up to the rooftop.
Cool.
The ponds. You don't try to pull your chute here because you're just going to break your ankles because
Yeah,
it is shallow
it's only
water.
ankle deep water,
Only ankle
folks.
deep, yeah, we're trying to have a little minimal
Okay.
water gameplay in this map.
Train station.
And the train station on the outskirts. This is a good place to kind of regain.
Yeah, I love the looks here.
I
know
like it. I like how
the
colorful it
call-outs are gonna
looks.
be
Looks
great.
vibrant. I think Haven's Hollow looks
And
amazing.
so, Matt, from a size perspective, what can you tell us about Haven's Hollow, relative to other Resurgence maps?
Yeah, so it's definitely smaller than Fortune's Keep and just a little bit larger than Rebirth.
All right.
Matt, we talked a little bit about some favorite spots, but have you got any tips or any hot spots you like?
Yeah, I mean, I really like the riverboat. It's called Haven's Gamble. It's kind of a tight, multi-level space, really good for grabbing loot. It's got an easy buy station that you can access up on the top. It's also pretty cool. You don't have to worry about getting sniped in the back from someone across the river. But there are a lot of ways that people can sneak on there. There's lots of zip lines and ladders and lots of risky routes that people can take to kind of flank you.
That sounds awesome, man.
We're about to find out what the hot drop is.
Right, well, this is it, folks. It is now time for the action. It's the gameplay premiere of the brand new Call of Duty Warzone Resurgence map, coming to Season 1 later this year. Haven's Hollow. Dream crazy, I hold shift. Let's do it.
Do it indeed. 2 rooms full of creators hunting for that illustrious first ever Haven Hollow win. That's always the key. Someone's looking for that X bait. Being able to post that video online, huge. And with the drop, it's not just time for us to drop in for the first time. It's also time for the TCL Power Hour. Dream Crazy, this is fun because starting right now, our creators are trying to complete these 9 challenges while being in the middle of Warzone.
I'm excited.
And with these 9
Oh
challenges
my
come
God.
9 different opportunities for you
Resurgence
at home
looks
to
so
win a
amazing, bro.
77-inch TCL QD
Like, it looks
LED
fun.
monitor. Which are you looking forward to here, Dream Crazy?
Already, I'm looking at the vehicle eliminations, how fun those are. Also, the comebacks elimination. You gotta love to see a good lethal, maybe cross map with some of those. But these are exciting, Shift.
And here's another look at what exactly they are playing for, and for you at home to possibly be walking away with a 27-inch monitor. You can enter by posting on X, including the hashtags that are listed there below. Make sure you also snap a shot at that QR code. But the TCL Power Hour
Oh, there's
starts
Adrian.
now as we're
Hello,
dropping into our first look at Haven's Hollow. And again, you talk about Resurgence, you talk about your ability to try to get high eliminations, but at the same time, valuing the timer of when you can be brought back. And just, again, look at the map. It's just the colors, it's just absolutely vibrant in this late summer, early fall setting, not to mention what the actual POIs bring to the map themselves.
9 POIs counted yesterday, and Research Center being one that has a buy station right in the middle of the, research, obviously the center. And yeah, quickly, the name of the game is get your loot, get your cash, and be able to get picks early as teams are landing in late. Adrian, easy pickets for him.
Yeah, looking like it. Nice little MXR out of the initial ground loot. And he's feeling like it's time to find one of his first kills. Help is starting to come back through, though. Decent turn, but shut down. And that'll put him in a little bit of trouble as Booyah and the rest of the squad will try to regain, stay alive, and again, hunt for that first win. Nothing more important in CODNEXTS than being able to boast that you got the first ever win on Haven's Hollow.
True.
One of the things that the dev team highlighted is just the fact that you do have multiple levels, multiple layers where you can regain. So just being able to find a regained spot after going down early is challenging. But look at Symphony; he's already on 8 kills right now, making it look pretty easy. The MXR-17 seems to be a ground loot weapon that we've been seeing here. Adrian also had one in his hand.
Yeah, I mean, it's always really fun, I think, just to take a look to see when we go from multiplayer to Warzone, how the weapons kind of transcend, or maybe not, from one to the other, and what actually feels good in hand. Because, often we see, the multiplayer meta does kind of lend itself to ideas into the Warzone space, but not always the case. But again, if you missed it earlier, Xfinity partnered with Call of Duty Next. If you are an Xfinity customer, you can get early access to BlackOps7 Open Beta. Make sure you sign up at xfinity.com/rewards. We're talking free access, people. Head on over, get yourself ready to go, get yourself preloaded, ready to drop in on October 2nd.
Looks amazing.
Symphony just finding picks and being able to pick out other enemies' loadouts here. He finds himself finding an M8A1, a gun that we've been seeing here all day, be very, very powerful.
I like that this map has a lot of regain
hand.
spots.
So
That's actually like crucial, especially for like whether you're casual or like, especially we get a Warzone rank for this. It's so hard to regain on Rebirth once it started.
Find information and continuing
Once like the match has already started, especially playing ranked.
The Barnes here, they are doing just that.
EWC champion, you know for a fact there is nothing more
Kinda like that. That's actually really sick.
Than being able to follow that up with the first ever win on our new Resurgence map. And yep, they've got a little bit of a bait here on a loadout drop in front of them.
Oh, nice little 3.
Absolute decimation. Squad wipe coming through for them. And now you're in a position to, this team is in the healthy spot of possibly winning this lobby.
That was Decky and the boys he took down, and
What does he have here?
Man, continuing on to melee weapon out, running faster here. Maybe we'll see some of those TCL power hour stuff coming in as, you know, we have challenges that these guys need to complete. But nonetheless, here now the zone is closing in. Top 3 for these guys who are going to be our winners for Haven's Hollow.
Well, they've got all 3 members left. 7 total players still alive in this lobby. And yes, we are going esports mode with this commentary. This is what we want to see. First ever Haven's Hollow win. Can Aiden, Thief, Symphony be the squad to do it? Shut down one team, just one more player to find. They're looking good for it. It's calm, it's casual, and we're taking body shields. Looking to finalize the elimination. That'll be good for Power Hour Box, and there it is. Aiden and Co. Your Warzone victory on Haven's Hollow.
Lighten it
Aiden
up
with the first one. Let's go.
Main Street. I think that was one of the hot spots we had talked about here on Haven's Hollow, but Shift, taking first looks at it, it is beautiful, it is bright. I feel like visually you can literally see everything.
And that's the key. You know, I think a lot of players, you know, when you look at kind of the history of where Call of Duty has been in the last couple of the titles, you know, there's always a question of what's the visibility going to look like in kind of more, you know, generic settings where we talk about like things
I like
that
the
are
color. I like that it's like looks more vibrant.
BlackOps6 going back to the 90s, a very gritty, very grungy game. This one feels very vibrant, very different, very fresh. And I think players are really going to enjoy that, not just across what we saw in multiplayer, but we also saw it in Zombies, and now we're seeing it specifically in Warzone. If you want to get the full spectrum and make sure that you're looking at high quality, make sure you check out AMD, the official CPU and GPU partner of BlackOps7 and Call of Duty Next.
A lot of the players were saying that too. Like, this is just a beautiful blend, it feels like, of like all games. You get a little bit of Black Ops 2, you get a little bit of Black Ops 3, you get Black Ops 4 elements, even some kind of IW elements in it. It's just like a blend of all Call of Duty, it almost feels like, but it's very fluid, and you can still see that fluidity continuing on here in Warzone.
Well, we'll head over to Scump, Shotzi, Methods. A little bit of trouble on the outside of the circle in Zone 5. No more Resurgence at this point. If you're unfamiliar with the mode, you eventually do not get that immediate rebirth back in. Oh, and a little bit of trouble here working their way back into Zone, trying to play the slow side of the circle, see if they can find a way to come through as... How about this? Leonard Fournette finds himself teamed up with the majority of Team Falcon, Soka, and Shifty in the mix with him, trying to carry him to a win.
Peacekeeper in hand.
He's probably playing with Repulse.
Scump. Oh, Scump did slide away, but still does get pinched by Shifty there. And there's the habit. Leonard, Hisoka, and Shifty also win this other game here of Haven's Hollow, displaying it and winning it around the chapel side. You love to hear. He's feeling himself.
That's the Falcons energy right there, though. That's the Falcons energy right there. Leonard's having himself a good time. I'm sure we'll see him in the beta. And, you know, I just want to throw a little shout out into the mix, too. You know, talking with the devs and hearing them, of course, here across the show. This feels like there's a different level of, like, aura and pride surrounding every element of this CODNEXTS, where they really feel like this may be one of the giants in the history of Treyarch releases, talking about the content depth that we're seeing not just on launch, but especially building even further into Season 1. I mean, this is going to be a really fall into early winter for Call of Duty fans.
I love that you said that, Shift, because you know I've been gleaming about it. The fact that we have global progression
like this, I can't wait to play this
content. Like, it doesn't matter if you're playing Warzone, if you're playing campaign, if you're playing multiplayer.
I want to see if you can wall bounce though. Kind of curious to see if there's going to be any kind of wall bouncing.
Kind of on the research side, we
haven't seen anybody wall bouncing like how you would see in multiplayer.
So pretty, so beautiful. But most of these players, you kind of see them finding a lot of success outside the perimeters and rotating in.
And there's something about finding your first Warzone victory on a new map, but can't you go back to back?
Ooh.
That's got to be the goal. I mean, these guys, if you've followed their streams, you know that these guys look to try to string together a win after a win after a win. And, ooh, Redman's actually showing up in the proximity chat, so we may have a couple of Goliaths in the Warzone space facing off if they end up meeting here outside of Research.
Getting so much notice from Call of Duty right now.
If you know, you know. If you know, you know.
Great. That's a good comment. All right. Well, being able to, of course, pinpoint those opponents as you see outside the Research Center. If you're wondering, the Research Center is far east of this map, and of course, prepare for battle. Corsair, the official gaming hardware and peripheral partner of Call of Duty.
These guys are going hard. Not that it's a surprise, but they're not even commenting in like the proc chat in game. Like these guys must have downloaded external software to find themselves to make sure we're not giving anyone anything. Like we're locked in here.
Are you stream sniping?
Yeah, these guys, yeah, they'll always keep you laughing, always feeling the group. But yeah, I love just kind of just like looking at ground loot, right? We're seeing a lot of the legendary MXR17, which almost kind of looks like gives me HVK vibes for BO3. Also, to kind of just taking a look at the loadouts of what some players decided to pick. The M8 with the Dravik seems to be quite popular with Mountaineer, Quick Fix, and Tempered. As you know, Tempered does give you that 2-plate slot as you can heal up quickly.
Yeah. So some early ideas in terms of what weapons in Black Ops 7 may become viable in the Warzone space. What's your feelings kind of looking at this map? I know that, we're coming off of a lot of exposure in content surrounding Rebirth Island, whether it be from EWC or just other events that have been happening in the space. But you kind of heard the devs talking about the fact that, like, we really purposefully, with the intention of using water, really not using water. Yeah, there's water elements, but they're all shallow. We're not seeing that same kind of swimming around regain style, so it really forces you to play inside the bounds of the map itself. What do you feel about that compared to other Resurgence maps that we've seen in the past?
I like it because, like, you really just have the water that's kind of on the far east side of the map that separates, like, the mansion area, and then, like, it kind of just goes around the map. So it kind of creates, like, this outermost, like, regain situation where you have these hot spots, but then regain spots, and it's kind of like a blend of both internally in the map, but it's like, it's not too much where you just get caught and you can't regain at all, right?
Oh my goodness. Aiden just got put on Reddit. Nope. Oh my goodness, he just got spit on. That was repulsive.
Yo.
Not today.
That's so
you
sick.
even saw the head shake too.
I mean, I cannot believe what I just saw. He had every advantage in that gunfight. Off the mantle. But again, Omni movement, a little bit different. And now a chance to move deeper into the central POI for Repulse, Biffle, and Shamu.
I believe last year these were our first winners too.
Oh, good
so
call.
it's kind of serious to see Repulse rooting for it. That was Matt Cracks that he just took down. And another one. Is that Big Daddy Hex?
That was Big Daddy Hex. That's the boss.
Oh, no.
How dare you do that to him? Breaking his arm like that, Repulse? Come on now. This is CODNEXTS.
This is sick. And it's interesting because here's another point of that water you just kind of mentioned, just to kind of put it into some visual identity for you all at home. It is just like, it's not going to be the same that you've seen across things like Rebirth Island in the past, where it's like you can deep dive, try to regain, wait for your teammates to jump back in. Like it's going to force you to play inside the map from really start to finish, which I think also builds towards a more frenetic pace. You heard that word be used a lot by the devs. Like a lot of these POIs are very chaotic. You've got a lot of central points that you can fight over, but also on the exteriors, places like train station, places like coal depot, are going to force a lot of teams to continue to fight even when they're not at full strength.
Those buy stations really make a difference too, as far as where you're regaining and what teams could be holding them down or locking it in. Repulse able to get some information. UAV you could see on the map, being able to locate enemies as it's pretty much an advanced UAV we got going on here.
Yeah, they got advanced right now, yeah. So you would feel like this POV is going to be a fun one to watch for the foreseeable future. Trying to single-handedly hunt down a team of 3 in front of them. Smokes are out. Hunt is on. Looks like this could be a third-party situation as well. And, well, no need for it as Repulse is just doing it all himself. So, again, you're seeing some of the most experienced Warzone players really just running and gunning at the moment. Small moment of hesitation as Breadman takes him down. But, the other thing about this map that, especially coming off of taking a look at maps like Rebirth Island, which is currently one of the big favorites for Resurgence, is that you do have levels of elevation, but it's hilly. It's not like these dramatic inclines where you see zip lines are necessary. I think that, again, leads towards how does the movement of Black Ops 7 transition into the Warzone space.
Looks kind of like
I love that you
BO6
say
a
that
little
because
bit.
it's like I'm thinking, okay, I don't have to break my
little
neck looking up
insane,
at
but looks a
peak
little
or like the
smoother.
verticality. It's not too high. It almost seems just pretty level headed. You know, some of these buildings though, where you do have multiple levels, where you could potentially hold the high ground or maybe even land on the roof, could be beneficial. But nonetheless, I agree with you. It does seem very like blended out. It's not too much in terms of verticality. Did I just see 19?
I saw 19 for Repulse. So these guys are holding nothing back at the moment. Fun stuff. And we're going to start to seek another late game situation. And like even just looking at them on the drop in, like yes, you've got these central areas that are going to have a bit more clutter, a little bit difficult to kind of use that kind of more floating UAV style, but the map it feels open. Like there are a lot of transition area spaces that you could get caught on. So one of those things you got to be a little bit more cautious of as we head on over to Teep, playing with Isaac and Crowder.
That's sick.
These three boys were vibing yesterday very close to one another in their setups during the tech test. For some reason I can't say the words tech test together.
It's gonna be a tongue twister. Oh, shots on, I believe that is that Chrissy down below. Napalm strike you see coming inbound, but I love the fact
there's a lot of money,
kind of like this
better money loot
utilization,
system.
right? You mentioned that open area and rotating out. I think that's where we see players use a lot of stim shots, smokes, using those utilities to get across.
Yeah, and that's familiar, right? And that's kind of what we've been talking about a lot through CODNEXTS is how much of the game feels familiar but uniquely different. You're going to start to see, like, yeah, the things that you've been building over the course of at least the last year in Warzone will still apply. It just comes down to how can you utilize new movement techniques, and maybe even more so, again, with tac sprint being a thing you have to really perk into. It's going to change how you like your loadout creation is going to look like. But I don't know. It feels like looking, especially at our most experienced players, it feels like they're already locked in, and there's no they're no stranger to what they're already seeing in the gameplay form.
Correct. I think we saw TP a little bit with the LMG, the MK. 18 being one of them, but another elimination we got here, using a body shield.
Oh snap! Let's go, Lucky.
Here, but nonetheless, you kind of see that big game bounty going in, and I think the boys are going to go towards Ryda there, who you can kind of see the big game bounty running away.
Yeah, they're on the way. You heard the calls. They're hunting.
Oh, they're on my level.
I think especially knowing that early circle days, you were going to lose the Resurgence timer here in a moment, but you've got a 3v2, and yeah, there goes Joe, there goes Brett, looking for the last. Oh, good nade.
Oh, let's go.
Fall. And the Resurgence does get disabled in that moment, so Biffa will pop the advanced UAV.
Yeah,
and
this
now
building
it's
looks
on to the hunt
pretty
for the next one,
fun.
although I do believe Joe may have just spawned right back in again, so maybe a chance for that team that they found as victims to regain.
I have to say, visually, Mansion looks so clean, especially
like
with the
Mansion.
hardwood
It looks
floors.
fun.
Again, there's not a lot of dark spaces, dark corners.
It definitely
where
looks
players
cool.
can talk
Like
about.
I think that's
Sometimes
gonna
it's
be a
visually
fun
hard
place to
see enemies
engage.
and opponents, but I just visually, again, have to stress, even
I
inside
like how bright
buildings, how
and there's
good
like
it
colors.
It's just everything feels so clear, and the other word that we've heard the dev team talk about a lot is lighting.
Yeah.
How much
Lighting,
focus
okay.
they put on the exterior versus the interior of certain areas. And you're right, again, dark contrast versus light bodies. Other areas that feel like you have an idea or an opportunity to utilize
I
cover,
like
but
this spot
it's
right
still,
here.
like you're not incognito, I guess I should say. Like you're not camouflaged by the environment around you, and it's just, I think that's something that people find a lot of fun with, being able to know where your fight is going to be, and it feels like you're on an even footing. And there it is, another look back over towards the Z-Rex and what this area starts to look like.
I like
especially
this
again, that
spot.
big
It just
open
looks
dome,
fun.
that big atrium, where that natural lighting can still illuminate a lot of these darker corners.
Still providing that realism element to the game. And we just love to see that. So kind of just, I think I believe this squad here, Repulse, Biffle, Lucky, they kind of cleared everything out, but just making sure, still kind of as we roam through Mansion side.
Yeah, 3v1 situation, so they're going to get a win here. But Repulse is going to have some clips to send to Twitter later. that much we know.
For sure. I was like, man, they wiped everybody so dang fast. I was like, yeah, you're right. I didn't even realize that. One player
Oh, wait,
left.
they're going for the dedicated melee kill. This is part of the TCL Power Hour. They're going for the dedicated melee kill. If you want a 27-inch TV, get loud in chat, because this is what you need. They're on the hunt. Get there. Run there. Sprint.
He's
Get
running,
there.
dude. Poor
Biffle,
guy.
do it.
He's
Do it,
running.
Biffle. Do it, Biffle! We want televisions!
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, we
That's
love
so
it.
sick.
That's a perfect way to take a
I'm
momentary
liking this.
pause.
I think Haven
Biffle
Hollow is
Ball
gonna be
lighting things
amazing.
up here on Haven's Hollow. We'll be back.
Especially
More
for
Warzone coming
EWC.
up. Don't go far.
If EWC does this for comp, it's gonna be amazing. I like it. 100%. I love it. It looks so sick. Let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think about Haven's
AMD,
Hollow of what you've
the
seen so
official
far?
CPU and GPU partner
I'm excited.
of BlackOps7.
I'm really excited. I can't wait to
Share
get
the
my hands
wins.
on it.
Elgato, the official streaming partner of Call of Duty.
And those were our first ever matches on Haven's Hollow here at Call of Duty Next. Amazing action, the dedicated melee. We got the enhanced body shield kills. We're excited to welcome back Matt Christak from Hyman Studios to talk a bit more about this map's design. Matt and maps. Man, I'm like so hyped from watching those matches that I can't talk. We were screaming back here, but we're definitely getting that small town, you know, sense of Americana on this map. How did you guys think about building Haven's Hollow for Resurgence?
Yeah, so first and foremost with Resurgence maps, we really want like a fast-paced, you know, high-action map, good flow, you know, really interesting routes, you know, for movement. We want to support, you know, all the various play styles that, you know, players want to engage with. And we really wanted to have a good balance between, you know, our power positions, just our cover density, and just spots for people to regain.
Yeah, and let's not forget that Rebirth Island
Oh my
was
god, I'm
also
excited,
based
man.
on
I
a
can't
zombies
wait.
map. Shout out to Mob of the Dead.
Can't wait to play this.
This is something that we've tried before, and players have really enjoyed it in the past. Excited to see.
See this side right
Excited to see
here.
what you guys have cooked with this.
Yeah, Mob of the Dead was great.
This little POI is pretty cool.
Yeah. We know.
I like how it's like a little bit
Now we got the
futuristic
Warzone-
kind of. I get like a
Warzone
futuristic
folks playing
vibe
it, so
here.
We're getting back into a little bit more live gameplay in just a second, but I have a few more questions for you, Matt. I know there have been some key areas of focus on this map. What can you tell me about what is going to make Haven's Hollow really stand out as an experience?
Yeah, I mean, first and foremost, when you look at it, right, the visuals, it's bright, it's colorful. We've got this amazing foliage that's
Yeah,
kind
they
of in
did a
there.
pretty good job.
Yeah, we're really focusing a lot on player visibility,
Yeah.
and also like the power spots. We're really trying to.
Okay, here's the
curate. So
water.
like every tree that's on here, we've hand
Got some water on the side. There's a bridge that's kind of open.
There's a really, you know, intimate focus on just like the cover placement, the density, you know,
Haven's
just
Hollow. It looks
the
so
flow kind
sick,
of going
man.
through
I
these
like the
spaces
way
to
it
make sure that
looks.
it's easy for players, and just, you know, again, just promoting all those different play styles.
Sort of thing for me where I'm looking at a game as a player, I'm watching these streams, I'm thinking about how I would navigate the map, like going from cover to cover, and it does feel like, yeah, there's options in all over the place, which is really, really cool.
Yeah.
I'm definitely seeing all these features, and I'm having a lot of fun thinking about Darkness right on top of the old Steamboat. Beautiful stuff. Well, that's enough for us for
Oh,
now.
little
Let's get back over the
steamboat.
casters and back to
I like
the
the
game.
color in the steamboat. It's like blue
You're on
and
the studio,
vibey.
appreciate it. Yes, we have 250 creators today
That's so
across
cool.
2 epic project map arenas, and we find ourselves right in the midst of the TCL Power Hour. We've already kind of kicked things off, but just as a reminder, our creators
Need a
are
juvie.
trying to complete these
Get a
9
juvie out of my
challenges
fridge.
while being in the midst of all the chaos, all the frenetic energy of Warzone. And with these 9 challenges, again, come 9 opportunities
sounds
for you at
amazing.
home
Can't
to
wait to
win a
get my hands on
27-inch
this.
TCL QD LED
Like, I'm excited for
monitor. And
open
we've
beta,
already
but-
seen a handful.
Oh, man.
We've seen the dedicated melee, the combat X really came through, and
Wanna
the
get my
vehicle
hands on
elimination that you wanted
Resurgence.
to. So yes, make sure you post on X, include the hashtags listed, and also scan that QR code to get entered for a chance to win the 27G64 monitor from TCL. Sorry we didn't necessarily get to see the vehicle kill on our POV, Valen. I know you're looking forward to it. We still have a lot more challenges to go, and we're going to jump on board
Got
with
Crowder, Coach
See if this
Crowder.
Warzone gameplay looks
Phase
good as
up, baby,
elsewhere.
phase
It's
up.
still okay. If it's free, it's me, right? But plenty opportunities. We'll go
Oh,
ahead and
he's
see
getting Twixy.
Crowder getting overloaded there. I think that was Benny, Essential, and Zyro. But
Oh, this is the church
I love this
in
map.
Liberty
and I just
Falls.
love the fact that they talked about really catering to all different types of play styles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they did a pretty good job, especially with the regain for like casual players.
It's fun to see
I wouldn't consider myself a casual, but I feel like for somebody that's just trying to play, that gets off work, they don't have to get rinsed so quick. They have time to regain somewhere. Loot looks good so far. Every player that I've seen looting, I've seen them being able to get money. Oh damn, oh damn, oh damn.
And again, just a lot of open visibility to allow these generic moments to kind of come through. And again, if you're watching these guys fighting for their Warzone win, you need to get yourself a scuff. Gear up for Call of Duty with the official controller of Call of Duty and Call of Duty Next. Get those back buttons, get those interactive triggers, get all the things you possibly need to not end in second like Teep and Co just did.
All right, switching on over though here to Isli Gaming. Let's see what we got picked up. We're on the main street here, which all of these POIs, Main Street being a popular
how colorful it looks like. And you can explore. I can't wait to explore too.
Really over on the southwest side of the map, but all of these different POIs, again, are just so freaking beautiful, Alan. I can't get over it. I'm just literally mind blown right now.
I like the way it looks.
It's just every tree being placed strategically
Scope,
to
scope.
allow players to get into that flow state. We love that.
Yeah, they really do. Oh, goodness. A little bit of issue right there, but Isli Gaming able to find the elimination. You can capture your gameplay, share the wins with the official creator gear of Call of Duty. That's Elgato, creating tons of products that just will enhance your ability to not just record, but also live stream and just enhance your overall gaming setup. So make sure you check them out at Elgato. Big shout out to our friends there.
I played the zombies map. I'm pretty sure like this is gonna feel familiar to me.
Got nearby. This is how to see that echo unit go down.
I like the structures of it. I like that there's color, there's regain, there's a lot of good loot.
Here, just kind of like looking around, you know, again, just you can kind of see on the main street, just looking, just checking, breaching clear, making sure there's no one.
Just cool because this is like Liberty Falls, like that little portion.
I kind of like that, like duality of it being open. You got the buildings on the side, and kind of can just, you know, loot around.
It's just one of those things like with smaller maps that come with Resurgence. I think the inherent question always is about, is it going to be too much? Like, am I going to feel too chaotic? Am I going to feel like I'm just lost completely?
Right.
And I will say, like, again, like the ability to connect these different POIs has felt really seamless, just watching players transition as the zone forces them to move. But at the same rate, being in that more downtown Main Street feel, yeah, you still get that up close and personal kind of jump scare style combat.
I like this area too. It's like a little boat, like a
steamboat.
Versus I'm getting Steamboat Willie vibes. It's not black and white, but I just like how it's colorful. Like the blue, it's vibrant. Like
right there to learn more about how you can get your hands on one.
Man.
As we continue to see if this group of three.
Like I think this map is a lot better than Area 99 in my opinion.
Again, that
what?
Setup around the riverboat can be difficult to track down players.
I want to see if anybody goes in water. How does water look like?
Speaking with Khaleesi here, player you see on her screen, she was just so happy to be at CODNEXTS. Kind of just like surreal that she gets an opportunity to test this game, and
so cool.
You know, just kind of just
this is the dream and goal, guys.
Energy from all of the creators here, and just so happy to even be playing on this new map. This is Khaleesi just rotating and roaming around the riverboat, and I think that team that actually was starting to push him maybe had backed down, but. Nonetheless, I like this riverboat regain spot.
Whoopsies.
It's okay.
I want to see what it looks like to be in the water a little bit.
Tinkle deep. It's fine. It's fine. No one's mad. No one's mad. So a chance to build out the loadout, see if they can find some engagements, get things going for the squad.
Okay.
And you know, it's another thing too. You know, you talk about just the atmosphere that surrounds this map. I think especially compared to where we are right now in Resurgence with Rebirth Island, like again, it just feels like everything has a unique element to it, where you feel like you're being transported from place to place. This the different autonomous kind of level and nature of how these points of interest are set up. As we get a little bit of a jump scare here as the team starts to finally find some contact around the outside of the Havens Hollow mural. And also seeing a team load back on in after the Resurgence timer is still truly in effect. Decent shots. Now a chance to follow up and clean as the darkness will drop and leave that squad a little short-handed.
And I love the Grass 45K, the usage of that attack sprint speed. You got that little extra boost there. So Steiner doing a really good job, kind of just breaching, going quickly with these gunfights, engagements. You don't want to hold on. You don't want to basically fight too long. But I will say this all, coming soon to Warzone, operators will get to ride a special edition Polaris vehicle.
It's so cool.
In typical CODNEXT fashion, we decided to go a step further, and why not have our creators ride Polaris vehicles in a real life in the desert? So let's go ahead and see how that went down.
Are you guys ready? Yeah.
Pretty cool. Talk to Grandma.
Grandma, you driving?
Wow, we look so good.
Oh, we in now. Scared. Let's go.
That's so cool. I just saw right in.
We go, you got it. I survived. You were really cool.
That was sick.
Thank you
So
very
cool.
much.
So rad.
Yeah, tons of fun. Fans of course, those that like to go off-roading, you need to get in there and enter for a chance to win your very own Polaris adventure by entering the sweepstakes on the official Call of Duty X account, and of course, using the hashtags right below. You want to get out there. You want to give yourself a chance. We're going to take a brief step out and come back with more action from Call of Duty Next. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back.
So rad. I'm excited.
Scuff Gaming, the official controller partner of Call of Duty.
I think we're in for a good
Hamilton.
year. I really think
Equipped
we're in
for
for a good year,
precision.
guys.
Hamilton and Call of Duty team up for a special edition Khaki Field Auto Watch.
Hopefully Verdansk gets a
yours
little more
on
of a
November
touch of
14th.
color.
Customize
Just
your
like this
typing.
map.
Drop, the official keycap partner of Call of Duty. Unleash the beast with Monster Energy, the official energy drink of Call of Duty. Welcome back to Call of Duty Next, live from Las Vegas. We are excited to have Raven joining us now to talk about some of the key updates coming to Call of Duty Warzone.
Raven.
Welcome Senior Software Engineer Francesco Galetti and Lead Producer Jason
Raven
Roney from
Software,
Raven
the
Software,
goats.
gentlemen. The Omni Room, welcome.
We're so excited to have you here. We have so much to cover, and we want to hit on all of the updates coming to Warzone. But I want to start out by talking about how Raven is approaching the Warzone experience. We know there's been feedback from the community on prioritizing Warzone. Francesco, what can you share with us?
Absolutely, Stephanie. We've definitely heard that feedback over the last year. The team is hard at work continuing to evolve the Warzone movement. It's not going to be one-to-one with multiplayer this year, but we're obviously trying to have fun, bringing in those elements such as combat role from multiplayer, keeping things fresh and engaging, but at the same time somewhat familiar to returning players.
Okay.
Sounds
Right.
extremely cool. Like, this sounds like a ton of fun. Francesco, do you have any sort of fun examples for us on the movement changes?
Absolutely, yeah. So for tactical sprint, we are removing default tactical sprint, and we're increasing the baseline sprint speed to compensate for that. If players are still looking for that tactical sprint, it's not going to be available in the sprinter perk.
Okay.
And you see, it's a big change
Yeah,
stuff. Like, this
we're
is
talking about perks more later on, but are there any other movement features coming to Warzone?
Yes, so we're introducing the all-new combat role coming to Warzone. It's going to be in the Mountaineer perk, and it's going to be awesome because it's going to let you reduce even further fall damage and keep the momentum as you land.
This is one I've been using a lot. It's become a crutch, so to say, falling off too many buildings. But
Jason roasted some of the creators in the room yesterday getting set up. He was like, "For all of you out there, I know you have fall damage problems. I got you. Like, we got you covered."
Hey, it happens to the best of us, and now we have a perk to help out with that. Another feature that we want to talk about is loadout customization. So you know, this is, you know, we saw some of the Resurgence gameplay, and there's a lot of new things happening. Francesco, what can you tell us?
Absolutely, a lot of new things coming for a lot of customization. So we are going to remove wildcards. We are baking in overkill by default for everyone, and also we are having the return of 5 attachments. That's going to make it easier for us to balance and meta based on the feedback.
That is my question. How are you guys approaching to balancing and shifting metas now with these changes?
Yeah, absolutely. Our philosophy this year is to expand on build diversity, making that every attachment choice is going to be a lot more meaningful. Also, we're going to be shifting meta more often, like we said, and make every category for weapons feel a lot more distinct.
Jason, we were talking about this earlier in the show. Sorry, I have to cough. But earlier...
I got you, dude. I got you. I think we were going to sort of talk about the weapon builds as well. So we've seen it now for MP. Of course, like with Warzone, this is a huge thing. Because my friends are endlessly like, what's the best stuff? What's the best stuff? I'm like, take this. Is that coming to Warzone?
Absolutely, yeah. We're stoked to have weapon build sharing coming to Warzone Season 1 for BlackOps7 weapons.
It's fantastic news. All right, so the feature is going to make things a lot easier with the squad and for content creators as well. I mean, we're seeing these players run as many attachments and stuff as they can now. It's going to be a ton of fun watching them put out content, have a good time, and get us loaded with the best stuff. Speaking of the best stuff, let's throw back over to the casters for some more gameplay. Shift, Dream Crazy. Let's rock.
Absolutely. Thank you, Miles. Thank you, gang. We're pumped to continue on with our TCL Power Hour. We've already seen 3 crossed off, and I know there has been some dedicated, intentional action trying to get this done. And we are able to cross off another one of, well, another 2 of the TCL challenges. Again, our creators are trying to complete these 9 challenges while being in the middle of Haven's Hollow. Once these 9 challenges are completed, there will be 9 opportunities for you at home to win a 27-inch TCL QD LED monitor. We're jumping back into the gameplay, but before we do, scan that QR code. Post on X, it includes the hashtags CODNEXTS and of course that longer TCL one there to make sure you are properly entered to have a chance to win. Because I'll tell you, we were floating around when they were in the dev studio, and I was hearing people saying like, what do we got? What do we need to get still? Because these guys, they don't want to just win. They also want to get this TCL Power Hour completed.
I think we only had 2 more left too. We have an Echo unit and a C4 elimination.
We got those.
We got that.
We gotta get those.
Easy, easy. As well, we're coming on here with the probably a quick win, maybe a streak. Only 1 player left. His pros is trying to pin him down, but oh no.
Oh, they're in a little trouble. This is down to 2v3 situation with his teammate flying in still. So PA's being tossed down. No gas mask right now. And now it's just down to a 1v3 situation. Oh, pros, what do you got for us? Oh, it's not looking good. Down to the last couple of plates. Gas is chewing them up. Shots coming in. Pros, nowhere to go. Not quite able to get over the finish line by the look of it. 1 teammate floating back on in, but it's only a matter of time. Unfortunately, not able to find the Warzone victory here, but so close. So close.
So close. I think you even saw him trying to use his tip shot to get away. Oh, there we go. Feeling good about that first win.
Damn, Dirty. Okay, Dirty.
Dirty. That was so sick. Does it count? Does it count? Yes, it does. Dirty, it counts.
That's sick.
I know it was an armor break, but it was through a wall. Like, what are we talking about?
That's the VS Recon too. We've been talking about that sniper, even seeing it in Warzone, how strong it is. And these players are getting ready to load up into a game yet again. Oh, Alan.
I like this part of Liberty Falls.
One thing I'm also anticipating, as the devs did talk about it, right? We have overkill permanently.
Yeah,
that's cool that overkill's permanently.
One of the things that at least I'm kind of
that's pretty
into
cool.
What I'm noticing is
it's not a waste of a perk.
In the UI, when you see players with their loadouts, you can see what 5 attachments they're going with. So not only can you get the ability of being able to share your loadouts across your communities or across your friend group, by using the build share that we've seen introduced for multiplayer. Love to hear that it's coming back into Warzone, because I'll tell you flat out, as much as a meta follower I am when it comes to multiplayer, whenever I jump into Warzone, I never know what's going back through. But speaking of drop, you can also get your drop on by customizing your typing with the official keycaps for Call of Duty. Checkout drop there as we drop on in to see what loadouts Sophie, Bella, and Chrissy are able to pull for this particular drop. Not to keep using the word, but to keep using the word.
Yeah. Let's see where we are going to land. And this one, it's the Homestead, which is pretty, like, I feel like the only, like, central most, like, POI here. But kind of just taking a first peek and gander kind of right here at the stables, the barn. You can kind of see it's a quick loot, and you got a buy station nearby, and also one into the northwest area too as well. So maybe we can catch some enemies rotating.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Little echo usage right there from Sophie. Again, just kind of utilizing some of the different utility points that come in.
That's kind of cool. You can bait people with that.
We
You're
haven't
not
really
looking
seen
too
too much of
clearly.
it, but I want to see some more sight grenade usage. I know when Miles was first telling me about the sight grenade, I was like, brother, I will be
cool.
absolutely debated when I
Definitely
get
bait
I'm
people with
shooting
that.
everything.
Especially at like a
People
buy
will be like
station.
crazy, but I'm excited for that little bit of new deployable utility coming into the game as well. Oh, we already got our first body shield here. Let's go.
Okay, this is happening way too much here today. These guys are having so much fun. I will tell you what, but kind of just taking a look at the elimination.
That's so cool. It's Hex.
Oh, Hex, brother.
Again?
You know,
Poor
I
Hex.
saw his post on X earlier today. He was posting a BlackOps7 like sniper montage and coming soon. It's a happy 18th birthday because he was looking cracked out. But if he's getting body shielded, I might have to go delete.
You gotta just hear them talking, yeah. All right, so having enough money, of course, to get our loadouts here. The XR3 Ion, a sniper, another one that is going to be featured here in the beta. So much.
And I have to say again, like, I just love the clarity, and it's kind of like the unsung hero of like developers, like just shouting out the UI UX directors that are involved. Like, it's just everything is so clear. Like, what does she have in her Peacekeeper? Now you can see it. So great stuff as we lock back on in, sitting comfortably is Sophie Snaz with her Herman Miller gaming chair. Proud to be the official chair partner of Call of Duty Next. Make sure you check out Herman Miller Gaming if you're looking to upgrade your setup and game a little bit longer, a little bit more comfortably. As Sophie locks on another elimination. That's Scump that gets down. So, wow, Hex gets body shielded. The King gets shut down. Shotzi's out of it. Ladies are frying.
And I love the decision-making that they're choosing here. Like, quickly take that engagement, take a laugh, take a video, and laugh about who you just eliminated. But you can see they're kind of quickly going towards the mansion side, because if you notice behind them, there's a little bit open area. There's a street side, so they just kind of want to get into that cover. And switching on board here with Legends 6K over by the train wreck side. Again, just a lot of situations where you can move fast. We've got an ATV we're seeing here. Smooth pickings.
Yeah, it's just, again, like another element where we talk about the map being a little bit bigger than your normal Resurgence, so you get the ability to throw some vehicles in mix.
With some ATVs.
And don't lose time. Don't lose track
I
of time
vehicles
while
feel
you're
good.
inside of this new Resurgence map. Shout out to Hamilton. Equipped for precision, Hamilton is entering the Call of Duty franchise with a special edition khaki field automatic. That is a limited release, so if you're a watch guy or girl, make sure you get your hands on one of those limited editions.
Good spot to drop Lodi out.
They're sick, they're awesome. But that's at least it for now. We're going to head on over to break. When we come back, we've got way more when it comes to Call of Duty Next, so stay tuned as we continue to reveal more at Call of Duty Next at the backside of the break.
Dominate every game on a big screen TCL QD Mini.
I'm excited about Warzone, guys. I don't know how you guys feel about it. Let me know in the comments what you guys are thinking about the new Haven's Hollow map. Let me know what you guys think. I honestly think it's a W. I think this is probably better than Area 99. There's color, it's vibrant, it looks flowy. Certain parts of the what's it called? Like POIs, some of them look futuristic. I mean, overall, we have color in the game. Movement looks sick. I can't wait to test out and see how all the new equipment works, all that stuff, etc. I just can't wait to see how this is gonna play.
This in the live gameplay, but there
Can't wait to
are
get my
some
hands on it,
changes
basically.
coming to how perks.
But let me know in the comments below what you guys think so far.
It seems to be right in line with the approach we talked about earlier that Raven is prioritizing the Warzone experience with gameplay updates. What have you guys been cooking on perks?
Yeah, we are continuing to restructure and update perks across Warzone to create a more balanced experience while focusing on player agency that will fit a variety of gameplay styles. We have the tac sprint going to the sprinter perk. We talked about that earlier. That's also going to be bringing in some elements of gung-ho, which is really exciting. We also have the Ghost perk, which will now hide players from advanced UAVs at the cost of a less forgiving movement situation.
And also we can't forget the all-new adaptive perk that merges old elements from previous perks like Resolute and Reflex into a brand new perk, giving you the edge in sticky situations.
Dang, okay.
Absolutely.
Jason, sounds like we've got to make some pretty serious choices as players when it comes to our loadout now.
Yeah, across the board, we've cleaned up perks so that are either redundant or were just rarely used. Our data showed that not enough of them were leading to meaningful loadout decisions. So when it comes to looking at those perk categories, we are looking at like the Tracker and Survivor perks going to slot 3, or the Alertness perk.
I really
going to
like that
slot 2.
Overkill's just automatic
And
now.
we
That's
believe
really
some of those
sick.
perk categorization changes are going to lead to more impactful and balanced loadout decisions.
Jason, with a game like Black Ops 7, we got new toys, new gear, new lethals, new tacticals. It feels like we're thinking a little bit more strategically about what is coming to Warzone. We haven't just thrown all the toys in right away, right?
Yeah, we want to bring what makes sense into Warzone. We want to make sure it fits the modes, the gameplay. The first thing we're bringing over is the needle drone. So the needle drone will be replacing the impact grenades. It is still an impact explosive, but it's providing a little bit more utility for players.
I kind of like that.
They will be able to do manual control and detonations.
I like that. That's really cool.
This one's really fun. We've had a lot of fun with this in
You can get
playtest.
some fun moments out of it. We also have the pinpoint grenade. You can consider this one sort of a snapshot 2.0. It will shoot out tags that'll be longer duration, multiple pulses, and if you're one of the unfortunate people who gets tagged, you have to choose of, am I going to run out the timer, or am I going to be vulnerable, take out the tag, and try to get to safety?
Choices, choices, choices. As players, we love it. Francesco, what's your favorite tactical?
I gotta go with the Phantom Signal. It's the first tactical that's Warzone only. And it's gonna cause up to 3 enemies in a 40-meter radius to emit directional sound. It's gonna create a lot of chaos in the battle and some really cool moments.
And scrambling the HUD, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, go.
All right, Jason, let's talk about field upgrades because there are some great ones coming.
Yeah, we have to talk about the Echo unit. It is creating a hologram that mimics the operator.
I like this.
In
This is
almost
pretty
every
cool.
way. Their skin, their stance, their weapon. It's a upgrade to the inflatable decoy in a lot of ways, and it will get you. It has gotten me many times in our playtest.
I've seen it getting people, you know, here at Next already in gameplay, but I've heard the Warzone teams talking about how there are more opportunities for counterplay in this chapter. What can you give us some examples?
Yeah, the teams really want to go after more intentional counterplay, right? So starting off, we have the smoke grenades, which will extinguish the fire from a Molotov, and we also have stims, which will remove the effects of concussion and flash grenades. So we really want to continue to go after some of these rock, paper, scissors beats as seasons drop, where it makes sense.
It's really cool. I mean, a lot more sort of ability here with.
They're giving some diversity in the game.
Awesome. I want to know what's in those stims. What are they doing? Great updates coming, folks. I need one. I'd like a stim shot, please, folks. Well, we're not going to get it, but we are going to get is some live gameplay. It's back over to Dream Crazy, and it's back over to Shift. TCO Power Hour. What's going on, folks?
It's still going on, Miles. TCL Power Hour continues as we need to see, are these last two going to come through? We saw the Echo unit get utilized, so now we're all rooting for C4 eliminations, because if our creators can find a way to do that, they are going to open up an opportunity for you at home to win 9 separate TVs from TCL. By posting on X, by including those hashtags, by scanning that QR code, you will enter for a chance to win. 27-inch TCL, friends. It's free. If it's free, it's Ellen. And I'm a sucker for a sale. There's no better sale than something that's free. So we'll see if our creators can find one C4 elimination in the next little bit to get our TCL Power Hour completed.
Free, it's me, but holy smokes. Are we talking about smokes that negate Molotov damage? That was an amazing segment about some of the changes that's coming to Warzone in terms of tactical and utilities, using a stim to basically remove the effects of a stun. Absolutely amazing stuff.
And it's not just like, the thing that I've really found inspiring, like hearing from the devs, whether it be behind the scenes or in specific, like the segments that they're built in to talk about the things that they really feel proudful of, it's everything that comes with the word intentional. It comes with the word improved. Like, this is, I think, an effect that comes with the ability to look directly at what you just did in this last year for Black Ops 6 and say, you know what? That perk, a little redundant. That perk, not all that well used. This ability, this could be better, and then immediately be able to affect it. And I just love that ability to just completely rubber band and come back to what the community has said in the last 365 and come out with something that feels fresh, new, and just absolutely unbelievable. So as you start to get ready for the beta, make sure you stay hungry. Little Caesars, the official pizza of Call of Duty, as we see another Warzone victory take place. Legends is surprised. He's like, wait, that's the last team.
It's like these players are getting so locked in. It's just you don't even realize sometimes. You just want to go around the map and fly around, get into that flow state, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
The developers
Flow
intentionally
state.
placing every
Flow
single
state.
tree even to make it perfect for our
I
players.
can't wait,
They are
man.
listening to the community feedback, and we are coming out with a really great product.
And so far, we've seen a ton of absolutely wild plays throughout Call of Duty Next. So we're going to take a moment to check out today's top plays presented by AMD.
Right, well, this was one that we had saw with Scump getting pinched here in this situation. And of course, Leonard Shifty and Ahsoka taking the dub.
You see even just bouncing in the background, just the excitement, the joy that comes through. We heard some words shared by Leonard Fournette, but Aiden, what happened? Hello? I mean, off the mantle, shots are there, but gets absolutely destroyed. That so far, I think, has been one of my top plays, just individually, and Repulse on the other side shows the joy of what exactly just unfolded. We'll see you on Reddit.
How about this snipe, though, from Dirty, trying to 360,
Yeah,
boom!
that was
And
nasty.
right in there, displaying the snipers that's to come with the VS Recon, a win for Dirty and crew.
FaZe doing FaZe things. We're gonna skip over to a quick break, 360. Not quite no scope, but Dirty pop it off as we head to break, come back with more.
So sick.
We are back with our developers because it's time to talk about the iconic Verdansk. Welcome, Assistant Creative Director Carl Beauregard from Beanox. Carl, what can you share us on the updates coming to Verdansk?
A lot,
Verdansk.
actually. But first, I just want to say that I'm really grateful to be here to represent so many great people who are working on Verdansk across the world. Now, together, we love Verdansk, just like our players.
I love
And we really
Verdansk.
wanted to make sure
It's just boring
that
right
for
now.
Season 1, we deliver really impactful changes to the map. So, together, Beanox, Raven, and High Moon, we've delivered not one, but two major point of interest. The first one is a brand new signal station, and the latter is a remastered factory.
Well, I think we're
Factory
infilling
and
as
signal
we
station. It's
speak,
close
but
to
let's take a
Superstorm.
look at the updated TAC map.
Back map, there they are.
Very first look at Signal Station coming to Verdansk. Carl, we'll
Okay.
start with Signal Station. Tell us about this one.
Yeah, it's brand new, modern, clean. It's an eye-popping addition to the map. It has a
Okay.
unique gameplay feature that players can take advantage of. And as you
I
can
thought
see
there's a lot
right
of
there,
height.
it
You can go
features
through vents.
multiple buildings with unique visual.
Looks a little
but more
futuristic
importantly,
inside.
Gameplay flow, right? You have the control room right there. You just
Okay.
saw the server room. There you go, we're back at it. It's really just a nice addition to the north section of Verdansk.
I was going to say, I mean, like, the
Looks
map,
like there's
it
a
looks
LTE
great, and I
in
love the addition, but why this area?
LTV.
Yeah, exactly. So basically, we saw that players really love military base, but it's also
Got
isolated.
a heli with the
in
heli.
north, right? And so we wanted to breathe life in an area that hasn't seen much action lately. So that's why.
Yeah, it sounds extremely cool. And one thing that
Okay.
I love is just we're seeing it around us now.
Yep.
But knowing that's got that visual and the height is
The
going
heli?
to draw people into this POI. Hopefully some players are going to drop there today. We're going to get a look. But I think you mentioned earlier that there's a unique feature in store for us with Signal Station.
Absolutely. I'm thrilled to talk about it, really. Signal Station will introduce what we call the tactical heat map. It's a
Tactical
feature
heat
that gives
map,
you
the
crucial
heat.
information on the battlefield. So it's
Bring the
really
heat.
great. Basically, in a nutshell, it shows the threat level all around you on the TAC map.
Okay.
We're getting a look at it here. So the tactical heat map is not in this
Today's-
build here at
exactly.
Next.
So here you can see it, the entire Verdansk displayed in front of you. You had it, that's
Whoa.
your personal version where you can see where most players are. It's really useful.
It looks really useful. It's giving, again, us as players a lot of choice. We can make, informed decisions based on a little bit of information around us.
Yeah. We wanted to add a strategic gameplay element as we introduce Signal Station. So that's what we've done. If you're an aggressive player, you can go there and use the heat map to go towards the red zones to get those high kill games. And if you want to play tactical, you can go towards the green ones or the yellow ones. You choose your own pace with the heat map. And that's what we love about it. And it actually gives a true reason to go at Signal Station.
Yeah, you're coming at it. We need the intel. You want to get that edge as a player. I know our sweaty players are going to be there looking for, where to head for more kills early in the match.
Yep.
But a reminder, what we're seeing here at Next is an alpha build of Warzone. So like I said, that heat map is not available today.
It's pretty cool, but it's kind of overpowered. I feel like all the sweats are going to land there probably. I mean, you're getting you're getting to know where they are.
It is.
To make some plays real
It's not
quick.
the only POI we have to talk about in Signal Station. Looks great, but there is another.
Like
whole
use it,
different
get some
POI
UAVs, stack in
happening on
advance.
Verdansk for Season 1, and that is Factory. Carl, Factory sounds cool as
Look
well.
how it looks.
Yep.
Yeah, we are very excited to welcome back Matt Christek from High Moon Studios. Matt, some people might be a little bit familiar with Factory, but what's new here?
Yeah, so the POI you remember from Verdansk 84 is coming back.
Okay.
Updated the theme, but we've purposefully kept the layout the same. So it's now manufacturing rocket components. There's improved lighting.
Verdansk 84 was pretty
improved
sick, I'm not
callouts, there's
gonna
numbers
lie.
on top of all the buildings. You can kind of see it from
I liked Verdansk
infill.
84. It was a cool update.
Yeah,
When they put the little boat by prison,
you kept the same
you have to
layout,
kill
we're gonna
zombies,
know
you
our
can
way
get loot.
around,
I thought that
right?
was
It's a new
sick when they
look,
did
but
that.
This feel is going to remain the same.
Yeah, you can
Okay.
see the new rocket parts, different pieces of cover.
Okay.
It is really cool. This does feel just like, it looks like the layout looks perfectly like 84. I've got some very strong memories of the rooftops of that factory.
Yeah.
That looks great.
Yeah.
It looks like some of our players might be dropping in there live. Hopefully,
They're close to Signal Station right now. It's right behind him.
Oh
That's
yeah, I
really
see
brave
the
enough.
I see it
You
on the
see
right
the
there.
dome on the
Yeah.
right. Yeah, exactly.
oh, getting ready to drop
Oh,
in.
there's
Got
Nosy
Noisy
Butters, got a sniper.
You love Butters.
We love Butters here, but again, are we going to go factory off rip? We're going to check out Signal Station?
Yeah,
I'm
let's-
sure they will. Surely, guys.
Like I said, I feel like people are going to be really drawn to Signal Station in infill just because of the verticality and how that dome is just like, yeah,
It's so
here I
impactful.
go.
You almost see it from anywhere in the map. That's the beauty of it. It's like you're at Superstore, you see it. You're at the Overlook, you see it. You're at the stadium, you will see it too. So you can't really miss it out. It's a great landmark to Verdansk.
This drops a little far off, but I'll see if anyone's going for it. But this does look like a lot of fun, like a really, a nice addition to the map, guys. Well done.
Yeah.
No, Carl, I love this spot back in the day, so I'm really excited to see it come back. Miles and I were playing Verdansk 84 together, back then. Here we are now.
Yeah.
But
That's so cool.
What's it gonna feel like?
I mean, we tend to really find success when we strike the right balance between fan favorite returns, like a great factory that feels good, that Matt just described, and then a brand new addition with Signal Station, as you can see right there on the screen. The beauty of them right now is they're both sharing a similar art direction, so they feel connected visually. So I think at the end of the day, those two additions will really help Verdansk, and that's what we wanted as we look at this map, and we wanted to have a beautiful future. Right?
Lucky.
Yeah. Now, like I said before, keep in mind alpha build. This is an alpha build of Season 1, so some things might be changing between now and when players can play it at Season 1 launch. And you guys are looking for feedback on this too here at Next, which is awesome. So we might even see
The
some
Baka
changes,
Bros are
right?
back. It's so cool seeing them
Absolutely.
together
You may
playing.
see some changes in the future. It's normal. We're looking for feedback here at Call of Duty Next, so we're just very proud of what we've accomplished so far, and we can't wait to see what players do with it.
Guys, can't wait to see the real deal when it comes to Warzone in Season 1. But for now, let's check back in on the TCL Power Hour with our casters.
Miles, thanks so much. Yes, we can confirm that all 9 of our conditions of the TCL Power Hour have been completed, which means 9 lucky folks at home will receive a 27-inch TCL QD
That's pretty sick.
LED monitor.
Oh,
thanks, of course, to TCL. Wow, Dream Crazy, like we said, if it's free, it's us.
Hey, yeah, and that's amazing, too. Thank you so much to our players for getting those challenges done.
Absolutely. A little bingo shout happened. We went over, we confirmed it. Yep, C4 elimination had happened. So, again, make sure you keep your eye out for it, as if you were part of all the signups, you may be eligible to win one of those. But now, let's get back to the studio with our devs.
Thank you very much, squad. Oh, we get close every single time with
see
that
the
TCL
camos.
power.
Oh, we get to see the
Okie dokie.
camos.
Wow, Season 1 sounds like it's going to be big for Warzone. Personally, really looking forward to using some of that needle drone. I'm a big fan. Lawrence Metten from Treyarch is back, joining Jason Ray now
Camos.
from Raven. And if you know...
Camo
Lawrence loves
time.
camo. What have we got, man? Let's
I keep
time,
hearing
baby.
this, Lawrence.
Yeah,
Camo
well,
time, baby.
have we mentioned this game's got camos?
We got camos.
Warzone's got a dedicated camo track just like it did last year, but it's 16 all new mastery camos. Really excited to show them off. Our
See
weapons
you,
team has been going above and beyond.
Yeah, we got
and,
golden
really
Damascus.
breaking out all the tricks for these mastery camos.
I think this is one of the loudest reactions we got when it came to, you know, the creator reveal. So golden Damascus. That's crazy.
Okay.
That's
That looks pretty
New
cool.
take on a classic. I
For
love
gold.
this one.
Starglass.
Starglass is really cool. It feels like the color kind of shifts depending on the light that's hitting it. Looks green here.
I
looks
like that.
bluish here. Really cool.
It's a really nice two-tone vibe going on. That's really fun.
And Jason,
Absolute
I
Zero?
think this is your
Damn.
favorite.
Yeah, I've made it no secret that this is
Yo,
the one I
this
will
looks
be grinding
fire.
for. Absolute Zero looks fantastic.
No sleep till absolute zero.
No
Yo.
sleep, not necessary.
Love that translucent barrel. but look at
Apocalypse?
This is me.
Yo, this
Gnarly.
looks
And
insane.
I mean, like all final tier mastery camos. Wait till you see this thing when it gets fired.
Oh my god, that looks
high
so
caliber guns,
cynical.
super fun. Automatic guns, fun to fire with, and this one.
I actually
changes
like the
as you
Warzone
play it,
cameras
as
this
you
year.
shoot.
This is
This
fire.
looks amazing. This is fantastic. But what
Wow.
about camo tracking, Jason? Got an MP in Warzone?
Yeah, I'm stoked to have challenge tracking and the camo hub coming over to Warzone with launch of season 1.
Awesome news. Now, Lawrence, tell us about global progression in Warzone, because I think this is happening, and I think players should be really excited.
Yeah, I mean, we've mentioned it leading up to this moment quite a few times. This is a truly connected game. Wherever you are playing, you are progressing. We have Classic Prestige in Warzone. We're going to have Weapon Prestige in Warzone for the first time. Weekly challenges in Warzone. A calling card, 100%er grind. All of your favorite global systems are going to be in Warzone starting with Season 1.
Hell yeah, they are. Jason, I just want to hit quickly on playlists too. We know the community is always, asking what to expect. So specifically for Season 1, what can you tell us?
Yeah, with a new Resurgence map, we're stoked to say that we want to make sure players are able to play what they want to play. So we will have both Haven's Hollow and Rebirth Island available across all squad sizes in a rotation playlist at Season 1 launch.
Sick. Jason, for the competitive folks among us, can I ask about Warzone rank play? Is it happening?
I think I can tell you that Warzone rank play will be coming
Let's
alongside multiplayer
go.
in Season 2.
Let's go.
Really excited to share more about what's coming to both Warzone ranked and MP ranked as we get closer to Season 2 launch.
Well, thank you so much, Lawrence, Jason, Carl, Matt, Francesco. There's so much to look forward to in the upcoming chapter of Warzone.
Oh, man. This was sick. So cool. Like, Warzone Season 1's going to be insane. There's so much going on. But, Steph, we're not done. I see that there is also something we have to talk about. There is a small secret you want to share with the community.
The rumors are true, Miles, because I do have a secret that I would like to share with the community. Because remember back in June, after the BlackOps7 confirmation, you and we did an episode of the COD Pod.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, where we
Shout out to the COD
Shout
Pod.
out the COD Pod.
I wish they would bring
Like,
back
comment, and
new
subscribe. Like, for real.
contracts
Check that out.
for Verdansk.
But there was a shot from the teaser that got the community, let's say, pretty excited.
Yeah, okay. Where you going with this?
And I said, hey, this is indeed a shot from the upcoming BlackOps7 co-op campaign, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's the truth. This is campaign gameplay.
Yeah.
This is Avalon.
Yeah.
Avalon.
What if I told you that two things can be true at once? So I am happy to officially confirm that we are bringing a bold new experience to Warzone in the spring, inspired by the original Blackout. and set on Avalon.
Shut the front door, Blackout, baby! We're back! I've got some incredible memories of Blackout with my friends.
Oh my god, let's go.
I do know where you were going with that one.
I punked you. I'm so sorry, but I am so excited to talk about this, and I'm not even done with announcements
Blackout on
because
Avalon?
the Warzone
That's gonna be
team
sick. I
is
didn't play
bringing
Blackout.
the heat. We have a refreshed take on Rebirth Island coming to Resurgence in early 2026, and we're keeping the home of Battle Royale fresh with more updates coming to Verdansk in the spring. Okay. And with the arrival of our new experience on Avalon, we'll be running both the classic Battle Royale experience on Verdansk and this new mode on Avalon simultaneously. So we're giving Warzone players more options on how they want to play.
Okay.
Wow.
This is a lot.
I'm excited.
This is a
So
lot, Steph.
Warzone.
Stay tuned for more information on these in the next year.
I can't wait to see what the new Blackout
I'm
looks
excited.
like, folks. Spring
I'm excited. I didn't play Blackout, so
it is
gonna be
going
interesting.
To be a banger. Up next, though, we have got Call of Duty Mobile live from Las Vegas. Don't go anywhere.
Let's go. You guys, I think Call of Duty's back. I think we're so back. Honestly, after watching all of CODNEXTS with multiplayer, zombies, and Warzone, I feel like the game is finally getting the attention that it needs and it deserves. Movement looks amazing. The new Rebirth map, Hollow's Haven, looks amazing. I can't wait to get my hands on it. I'm just excited to push content this year and till the next year. I love Call of Duty. I really want to see this game succeed. I'm just excited. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of content to be able to be pushed with this new game that we're getting. I'm excited. I'm stoked that we are gonna get the new Avalon map. It's gonna have the Blackout theme. I never played Blackout. I started playing Warzone during Warzone 1 during Verdansk. So it's gonna be interesting getting to revisit or get to see that map. The map that I missed out that I never got to play. A lot of people in the community say Blackout was really fun and amazing. So I can't wait to see what they integrate with the Blackout and the Avalon new map. But as for Resurgence, I'm just really excited. The map looks colorful. The camos are sick. Like even multiplayer, the campaign camos, like Warzone camos. It's just insane. I'm happy. I'm excited. I love Call of Duty. I'm praying that we get a working anti-cheat. But overall, I'm just excited to push content. If you guys made it to the end of this video, please drop a like and sub if you guys enjoyed the content. Let me know your guys' initial thoughts and what you guys think about CODNEXTS and what you guys seen so far with the multiplayer section, the Warzone section. I'm going to be pushing heavy Warzone content, so yeah, I appreciate you guys for watching. Till the next YT video, guys. Peace!